The iLLANOiZE app is available now on Apple and Google Play Store. Download the app, get the latest news, stream our podcasts, watch interviews, and listen to iLLANOiZE Radio live. Download the app right now. And I am your host, Biko.
It's your girl, Pretty Riot.
It's your boy, Illinois Jones.
And it is that time where we bring you guys the illest guests from around the city and globe. And today we got the homegirl, Kookie, in the building.
Hey! What's up, y'all?
Man, I love your energy.
Right,
you got some amazing energy.
Great energy.
Thanks. Outside of the peak.
She said,
Outside
I
of the check.
be quiet.
Yeah, I got to be quiet. I was trying to check the rules. Yeah. So, thank y'all for having me, though.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
How you been so far?
I have been amazing. I just got finished sucking dick. Can I say that?
Hey,
I mean, you said it. The mic.
No, I didn't.
The mic is
I didn't. I just was trying to see what kind of people y'all was for this interview got started.
I was about to say, look, I mean, but you can say it, but if it's that type of show,
I'm trying to test y'all water.
Look, we trying.
I'm like, because the questions I probably was going to ask.
Oh, see,
Let
I'm
me
like,
stop playing.
yeah, okay. I'm ready. I'm ready for all the questions.
Cash out the bag. If we gonna start the show like that, Rico, you can ask the first question.
You already know. You know how I get.
Yeah.
Y'all cutting up early.
All right. Cutting up early.
It's the last show of the year. This is the last
This is our last show of the decade, so we got to end it with
The
a
right
bang.
way.
With the bang.
So you've been dancing since you were 10 years old, if I'm not mistaken.
So can I ask, as a person with no rhythm, is that something you can be taught?
Absolutely.
Okay, I have a little bit of hope.
Rhythm is like sucking dick or cooking. You know, the first time you put the chicken in, you might burn it. Just left it in there a little long. Dancing is the same thing. If you do it enough times, you know, you won't leave it in there that long. You got to let that analogy sit a little while. But you get the point. Yes,
She gets
I literally have a whole camp where I teach people rhythm.
Okay.
Yeah, so
How can you teach people rhythm?
Because, like,
So
yeah.
I'll give you like a simple example. And this is for all the thieves out there, you know, the bitches that like to steal my class stuff. You should really tune in. I'm about to show you something. So, for example, I'll teach you like a 4 count. I'll show you. Matter of fact, look, I get it. I ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't gonna do no backflips or nothing. I just do like this, right? So I have to do this. What I do is I constantly change the music. And that simple step, I make it where your body understands no matter what song comes on, they keep doing it. And when you do that to people for about an hour, it internally teaches rhythm.
Damn, so I got
So you mind
step in
fucking.
the mirror.
Yeah. I'll like teach some choreography, something real simple, and I just keep changing the song so their body can adapt to the music. And you teach rhythm.
Mind fucking.
Hey, Pretty Ride finna have some moves in 2020.
First of all, the mirrors in my room is like dance studio mirrors.
Yo, she got like real mirrors, like
if it was
the
a
freaky
dance.
Yeah, the
room
freaky.
mirror.
What you mean?
Yeah, she got them.
What a time.
Like whole wall is mirrored out.
Yeah,
She
what a
got them
time
Sybaris mirrors and
to be
yeah.
alive. Let's you and yours. Let's me and mine.
I definitely can teach you, though. No worries.
Okay.
So, you know, dancing wise, you've been dancing since 10. What actually transitions you into wanting to take things a whole lot more serious?
So, when you say serious, I'm gonna take that as actually getting my dance studio.
Correct.
So what happened was I was renting spaces. So I started this goddamn shit in the first place because I used to be the coach of my college dance team. And
Where'd you go to school?
Chicago State.
Okay.
And I went to school for some whole other shit.
Okay.
And then I graduated, and I was rehearsing in this room one day. Somebody on my dance team was like, hey, because the school dance studio used to close down early and shit, right? So what the fuck we about to dance at? Outside? So somebody was like, I got this room at the end of this block. Come to find out it was the end of my block where I lived. I didn't know this goddamn room was down here. It was just a little room. It was like this ass with mirrors on my bedroom mirrors, though, like one short, one little. One short, bogus as hell. We was rehearsing in there all the time. And the lady who owned it walked up to me one time when I was teaching. She was like, do you teach public classes? And I was like, nah, just the college thing. She was like, you should really think about public classes. Like, your energy is real good. I'm like, God, I'll think about it. You feel me? You gonna let me see the room free? Or what you know, I ain't got no coin. So she was like, yeah, I'll let you use the room. So she let me use the room a couple times free. Then I started paying. And then I realized, you know, because I'm a professional dancer. So I realized that this city in particular, I started the first twerk class in iLLANOiZE. Because what happened was we had pole classes and we got dance classes, but nobody had a twerk class. So mine was first. That's why I'm that bitch. So
Remember that.
Yes. So
Noted.
I was renting out after I got there. My class wasn't on shit for like 9 months. I'm in that bitch, me and my same friend. Man, ain't nobody coming to this low ass class, you feel me? But I kept that bitch rolling, you feel me?
What show, like, with dealing with that? What show mentality like?
I just kind of felt like I felt extremely put in purpose, and I really felt like nobody was there. But I'm like, they just not here because they don't know about it. That's how I felt. I'm like, it ain't because this ain't good. Let me just wait. So I just kept renting studios. That shit be taxing. You feel me? Dance studios be sometimes they be like $150 an hour. I'm damn. By the time these hoes sign up, I ain't gonna have no money left. A few hoes in for free. So I charged my mama to get in. She tried to get in free one time. I said, I told the girl at the door, stop her. Fuck all that shit. So I literally got sick of it, and I don't know if anybody in this room is into manifesting. I know a lot of people are throwing the word around, but my house is full of crystals and sage. And I wrote down my goals one day. I took a pen, took a sheet of paper, zoom in. I was writing. I wrote out, I would love to have a dance, in these exact words, I would love to have a dance studio less than 2 minutes from my house. Literally within 2 weeks, my mom's best friend owns a strip mall 2 minutes from my house. Somebody was getting put out because his ass ain't pay his rent. So I jingled on down there, saw the place. I left with the keys. Literally, I just went in to see it. I left with the keys. I couldn't believe it. And I literally, when I wrote that letter out, I burnt it outside that night. Because I learned different practices about meditating and manifesting stuff. If you write something, you put it in the air. And I can't. And literally, if I was to go put y'all in the car from the house I was in at the time and put y'all in there, it's literally 120 seconds from my house, my dance studio. Wow. I moved now.
That's beautiful.
So I was just sick of paying motherfuckers. And then I knew it was nothing on the south side because I'm more of the, you know what I'm saying? I'm like a bougie hood rat, you feel me? Okay. And I could have went north. I could have went south, but I'm like, it ain't nothing right in here. So I opened right on 103rd, right off Austin, right in Peoria. There's a barbershop to the left and the right of me, so I don't have no problems. Parking is free right off the E-way, you feel me? Harold's on the corner, you feel me? So if you come to Chicago, it's a great... Look, you can get your little piece of Chicago. You get to see Halsted. You come to Chicago, you gotta say you went on Halsted.
And you get some heroes.
You get some heroes and my studio in one hit. So yeah.
Dance and then go eat.
Dance and then go eat.
Or eat then go dance.
Yes. It's a 2-for-1 special.
Now, when did you start to actually see changes? Like, when did you start seeing, okay, my business is picking up steam?
This lady used to take my class, and I told that hoe, no recording. I'm like, don't record this. I don't want nobody stealing my dances. I don't want nobody seeing my shit. And she was like, fuck you, bitch. This shit lit. She was recording on Facebook. And it was one time where literally we had to tell, I'll never forget, had to tell some people they couldn't get in. And I was just sitting there. I was in that first room, that one with the bogus ass mirrors. And I'm like, wait, am I telling motherfuckers they can't get in? But like 2 months ago, it was just me and this bitch. And shit, I looked up, and my classes have literally been sold out going on 5 years. Like, I don't care where I went. I taught on the west side. I taught on the east side. I taught on Stony Island, Racine, Midlothian. Every time I was at a dance space, they either closed down or they put me out because of the clothes we went to our class was too raunchy and other stuff was going on in these spaces. And they was kind of like, other stuff going on in here. You can't keep renting these rooms. So before I got kicked out of every other space, I locked in another space. So by the time they kicked me out, the only thing that changed on my website was the address. My classes never, ever stopped. And over these years, now I've gotten injured 12 or 13 times, like even now, because I never stopped dancing. And I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have a little Kim above me to be like, stop overutilizing your body. Even though I'm a trained dancer, I still was just teaching. So now I am the little Kim of twerk in Chicago.
Make sure to check out the iLLANOiZE playlist, in which we provide you with the latest tracks we play live on our show. Head over to Spotify and search iLLANOiZE Radio to follow our playlist, as well as follow our podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Pretty Ryan. You just tuned back into an episode of iLLANOiZE Radio. If you are watching us on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell so you're notified every single time we post a video. And if you are bumping us in your ears via Spotify, via Apple Podcasts, make sure you subscribe. We sitting here with my girl, Kookie.
Hey.
She's so lit. I'm loving it. I'm loving your energy right now.
Thank you. I love y'all.
Cookie lit.
Hey. Cookie lit. She came in with the energy.
Cookie lit.
That's how you know the dance classes be lit. Like, for real, man.
Exactly. Yeah, they do.
I want to ask you, being a black female, dance a dance owner at that, being a black female / dance owner, what are some of those obstacles you had to face to even get to where you are?
Well, we can definitely talk about that. I have an exact situation. I won't even drag it on. You feel me? I'm going to get right to it. So I've had hundreds, thousands of women take my class, all races. And we're going to talk about this specific situation. I had a girl, Caucasian, take my class for about 2 years. Had my method down pat, you feel me? I'm talking about she was throwing that motherfucker. You feel me?
Throwing her back.
Throwing her back. Throwing whatever she had back there. Throwing my shit.
Whatever she
and she stole my shit. Period.
like,
and
like your technique.
She stole my technique, my routines, my classes, my music, the names of my classes, all my shit. And this is the first time I talked about it. So all the interviews I've ever done, I don't talk about it. You know, my PR has told me before, she like, don't talk about it. But you know, it's the end of the year.
It needs to be heard.
It's the last interview of the year.
So you give us the tea.
I'm giving y'all the real tea. So she stole my shit. You feel me? And she went to Indiana and she teaches my shit to this day. She's been in newspapers about it being like the best fitness workout and bringing people together and all that shit. And she got some notoriety before I did, and that's very frustrating as a black woman. And when dancing is in our genes anyway, and it's something we already been doing way before I actually decided to turn into technique-wise. And it hurt, you know, for her to do that. First of all, she was so close to me and my brand. And for her to steal. She's a thief. Teeth. Without the H. Fuck teeth.
You could have put her under a wing. You could have put her under your wing like Harold's if she would have came to you the right way.
If she would have came to me the right way. And you know what? A lot of people ask me, like, well, you know, I'm the queen of trademarks. You look me up, I own 14. So that's not the thing. The thing about it was I have a life lesson I'm about to give anybody listening, anybody looking. And I told this to a friend of mine because I do coach a lot of business entrepreneurs. When you have a gift and someone takes it and they take exactly what you're doing, you have to look at it like you're multiplying the blessing that you serve. Ooh. So what happens is, for instance, me, if she's in another state teaching people my dance methods, my routines, my shit, she's empowering somebody over there that I couldn't get to. So I look at it like I'm being fruitful. I'm multiplying even though I didn't set the stage for it. So instead of me looking at it like, oh, they looking at her up to her, like she came up with stuff, in my brain, I've taught myself that when somebody steals my craft and what I do, that I am multiplied and fruitful. And somebody's learning how to twerk. Somebody's learning how to be confident. Somebody's losing weight, and I can't be in two places at one time. So I'm going ahead and inspire, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm making the world better.
That's a great way to stay out of jail.
Yeah.
That's a great way to
Real.
It's a great way to stay out of jail to look at it like that.
Yeah.
Like, what are other methods you take to, you know, just look at that as a positive way? Like, what are some other things you do to fight back at her?
Well, you know what? I've actually never said anything to her. I've never contacted her. If I wanted to, baby, I could have my legal team all up and through her.
First of all, I just want to say that is a strong black woman, because you know how hard I've had people steal like my ideas for stuff, and he'll vouch for me. How many times have I called you fuming? Like I want to fight.
Like, you know, with you guys, you know, y'all got y'all set up here. You look up, a motherfucker got it. All you got to be concerned about is that the power of media word is getting out there. If they take what you getting ready to talk about, if it was a subject that maybe our culture or our people needed to hear, who cares what mouth it comes out, as long as it comes out the horse mouth. Right. That's just how I look at it. That's how I look at everything. So, I mean, I could have a legal team all up and through her ass. I mean, that's no problem. But I chose not to, because I decided to take another route. I'm like, God gonna keep making me so creative, you can't even keep up with me. So you can have the routines, because ever since she stole that, I've created 7 more classes that I never thought I would create. Just from me actually being like, you know what, I'm gonna do something bitches can't take. So it don't do nothing but fuel creativity. When people steal from you, it fuels creativity. So remember that, and remember, just let them fuel the world. You feel me?
Because they done fueled 7 new classes from you.
Yeah, they fuel 7
new bags.
Let the world know as well what those 7 classes are.
Oh man, definitely slide through. I'm gonna just drop the address on y'all anyway, just in case, you know what I'm saying, I get cut off early or some shit. I'm at 857 West 103rd Street. And I have 12 classes. I don't care if you old, well, not too young now, ho. Calm down, just 18 and up, man. Damn. But the hip hop, 16, 17, come on, slide. I got hip hop, which is Hollywood. It's a feminine hip hop, so we don't look like the Jabberwockies, but it's hip hop. I got chair dance, I have twerk, I got stripper twerk, which is no gym shoes, and you get to dress like a stripper, but it ain't no pole. So you want to dance like a stripper? Come see me. I got pussy and Pilates.
I'm there. Explain that.
Why you leave that?
Explain that.
Why you put his arm up?
What is pussy and Pilates?
You didn't leave the camera up and shit. You wall. I'll see you.
Pussy and Pilates. Let's talk about pussy and Pilates. Let's talk about pussy and Pilates.
Pussy and Pilates is literally a Pilates class.
Okay.
But the lights are extremely low, red, and to be in particular, and the music that you hear would make you sexually aroused.
Okay.
Yeah. So it also tightens up your vagina area. So if you're a woman, and not only do you want your legs toned, your ass toned, everything toned, the techniques that the girl actually, well, not the girl, Ashley, my instructor actually teaches you will strengthen up your coochie.
Wow.
Hold on. How you learn that? Where you learn this at?
On the real.
Where you learn this at?
That's what Pilates does.
So you went to school for Pilates?
No,
too?
I didn't go to school for Pilates, but I did go to school for, what I do. Yeah.
Okay.
But Pilates itself,
Pussy and Pilates.
but the class is called Pussy and Pilates.
Ever need like a janitor or something? Like somebody who just wipe the sweat off the floor or get the room right?
Actually,
I can DJ. I got turntables. I got speakers.
All right, we're gonna see what we can do in 2020. As long as he coming and he gonna walk. If not, I can't have you there.
I can't come.
Damn, Mike.
Folks work late.
I can't. Yeah. So I got I have chair dance. I have whiplash.
What?
You ready?
Yeah.
So whiplash is a class I created with a long 6-foot black leather whip. And when you learn it,
Oh shit!
Be a freak.
why y'all send me that to the freak? No way, you can do the freak and he the freak.
First of all,
Different category of freak.
Yeah, so the class invokes a lot of confidence because a lot of women, when they don't know how to dance, being just themselves on the dance floor is not enough. They need a prop. So I teach you a dance, but it's involved in this whip, so you feel like a dominatrix. So it's a real sexy class involved. You dress sex and everything. Yeah.
Not finding a girl at church. I'm coming to find my girl.
Wait to the party. Wait to the party. You feel me? It's nothing. Definitely. So yeah. So I mean, and then I have, of course, Twerk Shop Chicago, which is like the Bud Billiken Parade. Moving on down the flow. And I got a heap of other shit. I'll be all motherfucking day. We got a lot of fitness classes. I have a twerk up class. It's step aerobics, but it's twerk at the same time. So remember when Martin was on that joint?
hey, I did step aerobics in high school. That shit really made you lose weight.
My twerk was
I remember that.
Step aerobics.
But
ain't no joke.
we twerk in between the steps so that you don't even understand that you're working out.
So can men join some of these? I'm asking Cookie.
I do have a class for men.
Okay.
So wait, calm down.
Look, I run 3 miles a day. I can do a class, man. This ain't nothing. What you need to do?
So,
percolate?
Not percolate. I'm weak as hell. So, I do it during Sweetest Day and Valentine's Day. I didn't do it this past Sweetest Day. I got my ass ate the fuck up by my clients.
I was
I'm
about to
sorry,
say,
y'all.
ate the fuck up?
Not literally. Boy, you in a minute. So I do a couples class.
Okay.
Where I do 10 couples. The beginning of the class is dinner, and then
Okay.
you eat dinner in the studio. Then we break it down, they clean up, and then y'all come back in. I teach you a lap dance while your boyfriend, husband, or the nigga you met at the gas station is sitting in the chair.
Oh, man.
And it's real dark. And people always ask, wait, so the couple sitting next to me? Yeah, but it's a space in between. And I always tell people, if you scared he gonna look, you shouldn't be with him. Because my nigga be right there and I be, watch out.
Hey, it's already obvious you have a lot of interesting classes. Mm-hmm. For those that's listening, like, how can they join? How can they get memberships and things of that nature?
You just go to www.classeswithcookie. That's cookie with a K.com. Everything is on there. You can learn about memberships. You can learn about studio rentals. You can contact me via email. That's the best way you're going to ever get to me. Sign up for classes. You could do a party. We do private parties, bachelorettes. I am now at my 1,000th, have you say that correctly?
1,000th.
My 1,000th private party.
Now, I specifically want to know, you've traveled a lot in the beginning days. How has that influenced what you do as well?
When you get to go to another country or another city and you get to meet women that don't know your craft or your music, because in particularly Twerk Shop Chicago, my #1 class, that class is built on juke music. Hold me up, G. Baseball parties, mark them. So when I go to other cities, they don't know that music, to be able to let them learn it, inspire it, and then when I teach it and they learn it, it just further makes me confident in my skill. Like, okay, these bitches don't know nothing about this. Don't know nothing about bobbing. They don't know nothing about footworking, and they get this shit. And it's just a uplifting feeling to travel and then get to bring that energy back to my city.
What?
That's like
go ahead, my
so
brother.
fucking dope. You know, like how do you feel that you can spread the culture of your city?
You know what? It makes me feel good because on the news, Chicago looks like nothing. So when I get to go to other cities and I get to tell them, well, this is our culture and these are my people when I got my team with me, my team is full of life, and to let other people see us and then to change their mind completely about what they think Chicago is just off me and me, my team. It's big because the entire world works off perspective. So if you think our city not shit because of what you see, then that's what you're going to think. That's how you're going to act. You may not visit. And then I come to show you it's so much talent here. And I mean, if you stay out the trenches, you good. Just stay out the trenches.
That's true.
Don't go the way you shouldn't be.
Don't go the way you shouldn't be in no city.
What other cities are you rocking with that has a dance scene?
I love Detroit. Shout out to my brother Believe. I'm a huge fan of New York. I train out there very hard. Those are my two favorites. The other cities, they cool too, but Detroit and New York are my two favorites.
How do you feel when you have like so many different people from certain different parts of life under one roof working with each other?
You know what? It's like being high, or like when you're drunk finna come down. That feeling right there was like you can't explain it. You see everything right before you, but you can't really explain it. Because when you ever to get, like y'all get to get different people in this room, different walks of life. Like the feeling y'all get of giving people a shine or giving people the opportunity to talk and expand their audience is really amazing when I get to work with people. I just did a project last weekend. I wanted to do a video to basically put Chicago on the map again for dance. And I did a video to the Pope, When You. And then I called the Pope and asked him to come do the video. So I just shot a video. It's full of footworking. I did one of the Pope tracks, had him in it. And it's going to drop. Y'all going to see it. And when they see it, it screams Chicago. I got people juking. I choreographed it, concepted it, everything. Did rehearsals, had everybody meet up. When it dropped, it's like you have to not be from here not to share that video. You got to be like, this my city. If you trying to explain Chicago to somebody minus the food,
This my city.
this my city.
So did you ever feel like dance would take you like that far, like influence-wise?
No.
Like being a 10-year-old girl just dancing, because I could imagine what you started dancing like
African
just
stuff.
to, you know, just to dance as an
just-
expression. So did you ever think that you'd be able to influence people the way you have just through moving your body?
Absolutely not. I went to school to be a Black Studies college professor.
Wow.
I thought I was going to be up front, maybe fucking one of the students or something, you feel me, you know? No, just looking around, just looking around.
I would have been in class like
Miss Daniels.
I think I gotta meet you after class. I fucked up on this paper. Office hours. I was trying to crack so many teachers.
Oh my God.
Jones didn't even go
Did
to
you get
college
the grade
for
though?
real.
Who? I would have got a good grade. I would have got the good grade. That wouldn't have been the point.
Okay.
I'd have been at Harvard. I would have both.
This nigga said Howard.
He took off his
He said
fucking
Howard.
I would have been at Yale. I would have been at Yale,
He
my
can't even get with
nigga.
y'all. Yeah.
I'm
If I was-
dead.
We
Teacher
deal with
got
this
the-
fool
Every week.
year.
Nope.
Yeah.
I thought I was coming back. Fuck it. I ain't fucking with y'all. This is it. You better get what you can off that motherfucking camera right there. That's all I got for y'all niggas right here. No, serious shit though. No, I had no fucking idea. Like none. Like fucking none. I still can't believe I'm fucking doing this shit. Like I still be in class. Wait, bitch, you doing this shit? Yeah, I had no idea. Not even like a little flinch. Like it just blew the fuck up.
So you know, 2020 is around the corner. What should we expect, like, from Kookie in the new decade? Like,
Bitch, video concepts, business consultations. My lingerie line dropping is called Cookies and Cream.
What? That's my favorite ice cream.
Look,
Yeah, I do need a few models.
It's a lot back here, baby.
Do you need some help on the set?
I'm actually gonna need a little help. I can't believe
We gonna call the
I'm
white.
good with the baby
I need a
oil.
little. I I need you, man. I'm gonna need you.
I'm good with the
If
baby
you need
oil,
somebody
I
to
ain't
understand
straight.
underwear, I love women underwear, and I can help you design.
help?
I can help you know the texture, all that.
Look.
You like the silk?
So yeah, look, you got some help.
Boy,
I
sure,
got see, I got
I'm with
help.
it all. I can help you.
You can hit it all,
The
got
lace
you.
joints.
First of all, lace fronts is
Look,
wigs.
the lace, you know the lace panties. You know I got
I got them.
He talking about lace fronts.
lace panties and all, edible panties and all.
I got like, not at what the
Put it-
You
all
got-
right.
You got lingerie coming.
Lingerie.
cookies and cream.
I always want to be something.
I said,
You do the
yeah, I sell
the
sweat.
weight, yeah.
I sell the sweat. I don't really push it like that because it's just a thing I do. It's not one of my forefronts. But
I know
you know,
that
I
you
do.
give it with the remember like a certain package you give
Mhm,
it.
yeah, but I do sell waist trainers. So if you hoes trying to get snatched, you know what I'm saying? Please stop sleeping in it though. God damn, bitch.
So,
Stop
okay,
sleeping in your
can I ask
bulletproof
you a
vest,
question?
okay?
Yeah.
Stop sleeping in your bulletproof
Don't
vest.
sleep in it. Just wear it sometimes.
Okay, so let me ask you a question because I like you said the waist trainers, and I feel like we know now that like the epidemic of like buying bodies, you know, like is a thing. Like women are really buying bodies. So like when you like, I guess my question is like when you started selling your waist trainers, like what was your goal behind that? Considering that Instagram has kind of made this one body type so popular, was it like a confident thing or was it like a
It was two things. It was money.
amen?
It was money. Waist trainers are a large margin. I tell anybody watching that, like I tell my business students, if you're going to bring a product onto your brand, bring something that's going to have a large margin from what you pay to what it makes. And two, I got it because I feel like some people are against them, and then me and my breath, I feel like if you get one, it may stop you from surgery. And nothing's wrong with surgery, but people can die from surgery, and people can get very sick from it. So if I can find something where you can put this on and you can get that curve you're looking for without going to
Do you feel like, not to cut you off, but I kind of feel a way about surgeries in some aspects because I just feel like it's a trend.
It's a high trend.
And
This shit is on fucking Billboard.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
thought Wendy's was on the Billboard.
So, like, being that you kind of just said that, like, do you feel like we should, you know, like, stop, I guess, like, in a way, encouraging women, like, go get surgery and just encourage them to work out? Like, I'd rather you go get a waist trainer and just be your ass in the gym opposed to going under the knife to get a body that, you know, you could attain naturally.
So I'm going to tell the truth. I personally don't give a fuck what nobody else do. My brand is going to always speak to the confident in you. But Jasmine, my real name is Jasmine. Jasmine don't get no fuck because you know what you getting your ass into. But personally, what Cookie's supposed to say, no, don't get surgery, no. But Jasmine actually really don't give a fuck. I feel like I always tell the story in my classes. I went to go get surgery, and then I turned around and didn't get it. So that's going to be my best way to answer your question. I personally felt like if I go do this, I'm setting the trend that this, because so many people follow behind me, that was going to, if I did it, 300 other girls was going to go do it. So I turned around because I felt like I can go work out and I can do what I need to do. And I've always been into fitness, but it was a point in my life where I stopped. And between watching fucking bitches on the internet and social media and Fashion Over models looking like God
Looking the same.
sprinkled them down
Okay.
and perfect, it makes, as a female, it fucks your mind up. You're like, oh, need a big booty, need big tits. So I went and I literally didn't get it. Like, I flew all the way to Miami.
Yo, look, ladies, let me tell y'all, it's guys like Jones who don't even care about what you look like. If you look like an Instagram model or you look like Lil Mama from off the block, we gonna tear that motherfucker up.
You heard him. Yeah.
We gonna eat that motherfucker the same way, and we gonna stroke that motherfucker the
You
same
heard
way.
You
You don't want to go
I
get
feel like
surgery.
this Illinois after
You don't
dark
want to go
today,
get
man.
surgery and get pregnant.
Look,
you gonna
they
get
like
pregnant right
saving
after the surgery,
time.
then you gonna be wasting.
Whoa, my nigga. Yeah, so personally, I feel like it's your decision, but me, I can only worry about me. And me, I didn't get it.
Sure.
I went to go get it because we get marked. It's all up here for us to go get it. But something told me, no, bitch, don't fuck around. Your booty be up here, one down there. You can't teach work. So I didn't personally get it, but if anybody wants to get it, that's their personal decision. I would just
out to all
advise
the
them to get
natural
a good doctor, please.
Let people know again where they can get in contact with you. Give out your social media.
I thought
everything.
you said my social security number.
No,
They don't know you like that. I only been in whoa. You got me down, man. I ain't giving you that.
This is my nigga right here. Look,
I was
if my face was still popping, I'll put it in my top 10.
I hear that.
For sure, top friends.
Top friends right here.
Hey, yeah, I was just finna say, that nigga not my social. Damn, they trying to, we cool, nigga. He trying to take your spot. Whoa. Check me out at my mama crib on the porch this summer from 10 to 3. You feel me? On 103rd. You feel me? Right on Austin. Nah, for real. Okay. Catch me 8
I fucks with you.
Yeah, real talk.
Y'all good shit, people. Okay, y'all. Check me out. 857 West 103rd Street. Chicago, Illinois. If you see Harold's, bitch, you're close. If you smell Harold's, bitch, you're close. If you about a jerk place, you went too far, ho. That's on back, dummy. I'm on 103rd. Check me out at www.classeswithkookie.com. If you a beginner, come. I got beginners classes. If you advanced and you've been fucking it up, I got advanced classes. I got whatever you need. My social media, my Instagram is Classes with Kookie. These my Woo Child hoodies because I say this all day.
Woo child.
Woo Child. I got everything, hoes. You feel me? I'm eating my start selling breast milk next month.
Breast
What?
milk.
Cambodian breast milk?
How you know?
Y'all got it.
Y'all see, y'all
This a different type of bond I've seen here. Okay? This is
On the
super
real.
different.
You ain't never seen this nigga.
No.
That's my nigga.
You talking about Cambodian breast milk?
Y'all too busy hopping on. Y'all hopping on the CBD, but y'all need to hop on the breast milk.
Hop on it.
I'm selling it. 2 for $10. We're gonna have the pouches. I had chocolate, strawberry, whatever y'all need next year.
Damn.
Oh, man.
Shout out.
Now watch when the shit start getting popping, motherfuckers. I got breast
I'm
milk.
investing that.
You feel me?
I got a couple bucks.
Who else want to invest? Speak now. Speak, better speak up.
We got another.
Oh, we got 2. How much you
yeah.
gotta put in? How much?
I got 5 on it.
That's
500.
I got.
Oh no, yeah, no, you said
Look,
that,
I'll buy a pouch.
We're gonna put somebody toward the tops.
Yeah, we.
Go tops.
All right, when the shit start popping, man, y'all niggas gonna be. All right, I'll be back, next year to let y'all know how it's popping off that breast milk.